Yo, what's up? It's Sega Man back with the master plan. And I told you I was going to do this video. But Sega Man, you don't like PlayStation. But today, I'm going to show you my entire PlayStation 1 collection. 2 systems and games. So be prepared. This video might go a little long, but I'm going to show you um, 2 systems I have and the games I have for the OG PlayStation 1. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's get on with it now. The first thing I'm going to show you is the original OG PlayStation 1. That's what the OG PlayStation 1 looks like. You know, you have your components in the back. You know what I'm saying? Memory ports, and when you plug in the controllers in the front. It's a nice little sleek design. You play your CDs in here and your games. But at the time, when people was playing the PlayStation 1, they didn't want to buy the games. They wanted to actually burn the games or have them burned. And there was emulators in this, chips, where you can play burnt games. Now, my friend at the time when I had my apartment, he lived across from me, this dude, Tony, this Italian dude. Every last PlayStation game he had, man, every last one was burnt. But the thing about that, though, with the PlayStation 1, he had the chips after a while burn up in it. So it would ruin the whole PlayStation. So he would have to go out and get PlayStations to keep doing that. Now, in my opinion, you're spending too much money if you're going to keep getting PlayStations and getting them modded to play burn games. You need to just go out there and support the company you like and just buy the original games. Now, that was on him. But he had some, they worked good, some of them didn't. But this is notorious for that. This is the system that where people would just, get them modded and burn all their games. He had a game on there called Kill Thrill. Now, I don't know if you can get Kill Thrill in its original form. I think it was a game that was in process of being made. I tried it out, and actually it was pretty violent, man. It was pretty decent, to be honest with you. And he had a game on there I always wanted that I can't find. It was a good shooter game, and it was made by Square Enix. But I can't think of it right now. But I have the demo of it. I showed y'all that in a different video. But man, it was a really good shooter, and it's very expensive right now. Very expensive shoot 'em up right now. That's on that you can get it, but you're gonna pay like over $100 for it, maybe even more. And Square Enix made it. They never made a shooter. I just can't think of the name of that right now, but it was a good shooter. Now, the next system I'm going to show you, some of you guys probably never even seen this system. You know what I mean? It is, and I found this at a thrift store, not a thrift store, at a flea market. And it came with the thing that goes on with it. It is called the ps1. That's the ps1 system, right? With the screen. You can take the screen off, and you can just play it as hook it up to your TV and play it as a regular PlayStation 1. This is called the PS1, and it has a screen, right, where you can plug, it's plugged in the back. You just put the power cord in, and you know what I'm saying, and it's a portable PlayStation. Now, in my opinion, this is the better looking PlayStation 1, in my opinion. It's little cool, sleek, has speakers, but as you can see right here, it's a little crack right there. So the dude sold this to me, right, for $15 with all the components to go to it. I have the PS1 controllers downstairs, the original PS1 controllers, AV cables, and the power cord. All right. I think he gave me a couple games, but excuse me. I own this. This is kind of expensive to get right now. The screen. I think you could find the PS1 systems. I don't know how cheap. They might have went up in price. But if you look at the top of it, it kind of reminds you of a little bit of like a Dreamcast opening or something. You know what I'm saying? But man, my voice, man. Um, but it is pretty good though. You know what I mean? It's awesome to own this system. You know what I mean? As a collector for PlayStation One, and it still works good today. So, so let's get into the games because I don't want this video to go like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But that's some of the systems, right there for the PlayStation One. So we're going to just go through these real quick. All right, these are just loose ones that were $1. You know what I'm saying? For the PlayStation One. So first one here is Formula One. Right, not a bad racer on there. We got downhill mountain bike race, no fair. Another one. Don't really play the Madden games. Don't really like Madden, but I wanted to get it, because I'm a collector. So it was $1. It's, Madden 2003. Uh, the bass fishing game, Bass Landing. Now I actually found this game. It doesn't have the cover, right? But this is Samurai Showdown 3. A dude sold to me at a flea market for $2. Just a disc, but it's in the shell. This is Samurai Showdown 3 on the original PlayStation. It's not too bad on there either. Billiards. You see, that was a buck. RC Helicopter. Oh, a lot of people love this series and wish for it to come back. Twisted Metal 4. Right? Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2000. NASCAR Heat. Uh, another racing game here. Lemines Racing. Cyber Tiger. I guess it's like a funny version of a Tiger Woods game. Uh, Now I found this for $1. Great to have it. It is Sammy Sosa High Heat Baseball 2001. Yeah, he was really big back then when I was watching baseball. You know what I mean? And then Stuart Little 2, PlayStation 1. Now, in this right here is some of really the good collectibles games that I have for the PlayStation 1. So let's get into that. So let's start with, let's see. This is actually an import, Crash Bandicoot. Okay, it's an import, Crash Bandicoot, right? Now, the only way you can play this game on your PlayStation, listen up. When you open the latch of your PlayStation, there's a latch that closes it, right? A pin. You have to stick something in there. Keep it open. You keep the lid open. You have to swap out a certain disc. I can't remember. I have it downstairs. There's demo discs you can swap out. You gotta let it start, and then when it starts, take it out, swap it out, and then put this game in, and it worked. But you have to time it, and you have to do it right. So this is a not an American version of Crash Bandicoot. So see what else we got. Hubert, another great game to have on there. But I didn't like PlayStation. Need for Speed, Porsche, another great game. Grand Tour Racing, because you guys know I like racing games. Now the racing games wasn't too bad on the PlayStation 1. You know what I mean? So I can kind of play some of those. Sometimes the steering and some of those were bad too. But you can, as long as if you learn it right on there, you can get the handle of it, with that controller. I hate that controller, but some of the racing games on there were a little easier to use when it came to racing games. Now this game here I really love because you guys know I like shoot 'em ups. Great game I got here. by Working Designs, and it is Ray Storm. It's a great shooter on the PlayStation 1. Okay, great shooter. Need for Speed Rally. Not a bad racing game. NASCAR Heat. That's all right. Now this one here, this is a great shooter on the PlayStation 1. This is Strikers 1945. Now I found this at a Goodwill. They had it in a case. The girl sold it to me for $2. And this is a great shooter to have on the PlayStation 1, man. It's a really good shooter, man, to have on there. And this has went up in price. Now, this one here is another cool shooter that I picked up at my local exchange. It's called Geekon, or Geekon. It's a Japanese shmup game. I've played this a few times on my PlayStation 2 because you know it's back and pat. You can play it on there. But this is a It's called Geekon the Shooting King. It's another great game to add to your. If you collect for PlayStation, OG PlayStation, if you like shooters, it's another great one to add to your collection. Now I got this one to work. It is it's Samurai Showdown Special. All right, these games like that Crash Bandicoot I showed you at my local thrift store, not the Goodwill. They have a rack that has music CDs on it, right? 75 cents a piece. These games are 75 cents. Now, maybe they thought it was a music CD. I don't know. But these were 75 cents. And this is an SNK Japanese import or port of a game. And it is Samurai Showdown Special. And I actually got the artwork is really good. I actually got this to work on my PlayStation 1 when I told y'all I did that trick. And it is actually pretty good. And I believe this one is actually downloadable on your Xbox One X. But I wanted to get it because I don't have any imports of these games. You know what I mean? But this is a great game on there, man. Samurai Showdown's a great game, period. You know what I mean? So, now this one here, this is called Bug Riders, not Bug Snacks, Bug Riders. And it's not a bad game on your PlayStation 1. Let's see, Extreme Pinball. Not bad. I like digital pinball games, you know what I'm saying? So I own a lot on my collections. This one's called Big Race USA for your PlayStation 1. You got Asteroids. Everybody knows that. This is a great anime fighting game for the PlayStation 1. Alright, it is. This is actually one of the games Tony owned that he had burned for his PlayStation. But I have the original. I paid $5 for it. It's called Evil Zone. I don't know if this is an anime series, but it's a pretty decent fighting game for the regular PlayStation. Uh, I used to play it pretty much after I got it. It was different and it was cool. This game is called Evil Zone, and it's a pretty decent game. Now this one here is called Marble Masters. Kind of like a quirky game, PvP. Right there. Artwork's a little cool. I didn't even know they had this game. I didn't even know they had a game. Because when I was younger, I bought this in the store and actually watched them grow. So it might be a little bit of a rare game for PlayStation, and that is the amazing virtual sea monkeys. A lot of the OGs will know what the sea monkeys are. When you were younger, I think you can actually still get these. You can buy them in the store. You add the water and some kind of solution that came in there, and you can actually watch these little specimens grow inside the tank. Sea monkeys. All right, let's continue here. WCW versus the World. Not a bad game on the PlayStation. In my opinion, the N64 has the best old OG wrestling games, but this is not bad for the PlayStation 1. Rayman. Everybody knows Rayman, right? The next Tetris. Not bad. One of the great games ever, and I have every version on every system. Road Rash. The best version of Road Rash is on the 3DO, and I own it. But this is not bad either. Spyro the Dragon. A lot of people used to love Spyro the Dragon back in the days and played that a lot for their PlayStation. Rampage. An old school classic that I used to play in the arcades. All the OGs know what Rampage is. Great game. Now this is another fighting game by Acclaim. Alright? This is called Killing Zone. This is a pretty decent, different type of a fighting game, but it's called Killing Zone. And it's not bad. It'll kind of remind you of like a Mortal Kombat or whatever. You know what I mean? It will kind of remind you of like something like a Mortal Kombat or or something like that. Now this game here, right? I found this. Okay, this is a gem. Now it doesn't have the cover or anything, but I've researched this just for the disc, and they want like $60 for it. This is Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. All right, now I'm gonna open up, see if you can see it just a little bit. That is Marvel versus Street Fighter for the PlayStation, and it's not a bad version of the game. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad. It's not a bad version uh, of the game whatsoever. This is another great shoot 'em up, okay, in the series, okay. And I told you, this should be brought to all the systems, okay. And this is called G Darius on the PlayStation 1. The Darius games are great games, you know what I mean, if you're into shoot 'em ups. So, you know what I'm saying, maybe try to find it if you want to be in the collecting for your OG PlayStation. If you can find it, you know what I mean. It's a decent shooter, and it plays really good if you like shoot 'em ups. Right? Now this game here, I looked this up and I found it. I found it on. I didn't buy it on there. I bought this at a movie rental place before they closed out, where you can rent DVDs and stuff like that. And he had games, so I asked him how much you want for this, because you can either rent them or buy them. And he didn't really know. Older dude. He didn't really know. You know what I mean? It's old. It was sitting in his store. He said, "Give me $10." And I looked this up, and this is well over $80 right now. It is X-Men versus Street Fighter, and that's complete in its case and all. It's a great game. The disc is in flawless condition, but that is a great game, fighting game to own if you have a PlayStation 1. So I was lucky to get that for that price. All right. Let's see what else we got here. All right. WCW Nitro. Not a bad game, wrestling game to play on your PlayStation 1. Austin Powers Pinball. The Rock Group Kiss Pinball. It's not bad. Not bad. Pac World by Namco. Tetris Plus. Sweet, sweet Xena. Not a bad game. Boy, I like Lucy Lawless. You know what I mean? I don't know how people feel about Lucy Lawless, but I like her. You know what I mean? I like the way she looks, her toughness. Xena. You know what I'm saying? But Xena had a game. It was on PlayStation. So I got that for $1. The Xena game. Pro Pinball. Not bad. And Tekken 3. One of the most played games on the PlayStation 1. I do have this now. I do have loose carts. I do have loose carts of my PlayStation 1 games. All right. But I didn't want to show those today. I wanted to show you my collection in its entirety, and in the cases. I mean, and the OG PlayStation 1 systems that I own. So don't be quick to judge Sega, man, saying that I just like Xbox and nothing else. Xbox is my preferred platform. I am a diehard Xbox fan, and that's not going to change. I do bleed green, but I'm also a collector. All right, and as you can see, I like OG PlayStation. All right, I told you in the other video I do not like the PlayStation of today, but I am a PlayStation collector of yesterday, which is the OG PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. In my opinion, is the best. Now I'm going to do another video showing you guys my collection of the PlayStation 2 at a later date. But I wanted to show you my collection of PlayStation 1. So don't be so quick to judge me. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you can, check us out tonight on the Exile podcast. Uh, me and the crew. And a special announcement tonight. We'll be going there. We're doing a giveaway. This is only our second time. I'm going to be giving away a couple things. I mean, so please check us out at 8 p.m. Exile Podcast on E-Rock's channel, the Don King of Xbox, E-Rock X. So check us all out, guys. All right. So in a later date, I will show you. Right. I will show you my PlayStation 2 collection. All right. Peace and love. Xbox for life, like my wife. Welcome to the X.